Hey y'all, it's Stacey with SouthernBite.com. We're back in the kitchen today making one of my most favorite summer side dishes, fried corn. Now this is an old school recipe you probably remember your grandmother making. And while it doesn't really take a whole lot of time to make the actual dish, the real work is in the prep. But I'm going to show you some quick and easy ways to save you a little time and effort to get ready to make fried corn. So one of the biggest challenges is shucking and desilking corn, but I've got a really easy tip for you. A sharp knife is going to be your best friend here. We're going to feel on the cob about 1 row in terms of the kernels. We're going to cut that end off. Pop this in the microwave just like this for 2 to 3 minutes. You can do 2 to 3 pieces at a time. It's going to steam in the microwave and it's going to make shucking and peeling these silks off so much easier. Now, when it comes to getting the corn off the cob, that always is another challenge, but I've got a few other tips for you. A lot of people have an old school corn cutter like this. Right after I got married, I asked my grandmother to find me one of these because I remember her using this all the time. And it does make this process a whole lot easier, but they're hard to find. Not everybody has one of these. So we have to go the old school method and use a knife. When it comes to that, there's nothing that you can do to prevent this from being a messy task. It just is. You're gonna have stuff everywhere. Some people find that using a bundt pan like this helps because it holds the corn steady while you cut and catches everything. I will tell you though, I can never manage to get it all to fall in the actual bundt pan, so I have to opt for something much larger. I like a big dish pan like this, and I always do it in the sink because it's gonna splatter everywhere. Still, opting for a big pan will help. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply use this sharp knife to shave off the kernels. Working all the way around the cob. We don't want to cut the entire kernel off because one of the tricks in making perfect fried corn is we've got to scrape the cob, right? So that sounds complicated, but again, it's super simple. Flip your knife over and use the back, and we're just going to scrape down the cob and scrape all that out. Now, some people call this corn milk, some people call this starch. I just call it the goody because I don't know the technical term. I think it might actually be the germ in there, but regardless, all this that we scrape out of the cob is part of the signature flavor and texture of fried corn. Now, I've done about 10 cobs here. We're gonna add this to our pan to get cooking. I've got 2 tablespoons of bacon grease here. I feel like bacon grease is a really important element. You can use butter, but bacon grease is so much better. All we're gonna do is scrape this right into the pan. We're gonna cook this over medium-low heat until it's tender to your liking. And that's all there is to do in making fried corn. When this gets tender like you like it, stir in about 4 tablespoons of butter and you've made fried corn. It's that simple. Y'all, you can find hundreds of recipes just like this that are quick and easy on my website at SouthernBite.com. Y'all enjoy.
Other than maybe tomatoes, there aren't many things that say summertime as well as some fresh corn.
And when you cook it in grease, it just makes it that much better. If you're looking for fresh corn, tomatoes, or other Alabama-grown products, click on sweetgrownalabama.org to find a farm or farm stand near you. They sponsored today's cooking segment.
And for today's recipe, visit SouthernBite.com and click on the Simply Southern TV link at the top of the page. Just scroll down the list until you find fried corn. Well, Kevin, when Stacey's done, so are we.
That's right.
I hope all y'all will join us when we get back together next week. We'll feature a program that gives people with special needs a chance to enjoy the game of tennis.
And we'll continue meeting the finalists for 2020's Outstanding Young Farm Family Competition. I'm Kevin Worthington.
And I'm Mary Wilson. We'll see you then. Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative and these sponsors.